Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate taking time out of y'all's busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, March 8th. It's in the low 60s outside right now. Supposed to get up into the mid 70s, I think. Um, that's all Fahrenheit. So, uh, we set the clocks ahead last night, at least in this part of the country. So, although my computer is saying it's 11:25, the clock on the wall is saying it's 10:25. So we lost an hour somewhere in there. I mean, we didn't lose it, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, like my body clock is on the old schedule. When I got up this morning and looked at my phone, and it said it was quarter to 10. Whoa, I really slept. Then I got out here and it was quarter to 9. So that's about what time I normally get up. So just getting used to it. And yeah, this is like my third cuppa. I gotta kickstart everything, you know what I mean? Uh, I talked to my brother a little while ago. We're gonna go out and do some hot dogs and stuff in my new $5 Road Pro 12-volt cooker. Um, Again, just something easy. Apparently, you can do some really complicated meals in that thing. Um, right now, I'm just playing with it, figuring it out and whatnot. So we're just gonna do hot dogs and sauerkraut because Swoosh has been in the mood for hot dogs and sauerkraut. So we'll throw some in the cooker. We'll head out and see what's going on at the river, and hopefully it's not too chilly over there. Um, it's one thing when it's cold and windy at the river, and I'm sitting inside the truck. When I've got Bob and Swoosh with me, they are both very, I don't know, is it warm blooded? I guess. I mean, they get cold very easy. Well, Swoosh is on some sort of medication, and she gets cold very very easy. And my brother's just always been that way. He's always been he gets cold real quick. So even down here, he's always wearing a sweatshirt, even in the summertime. We'll go out to eat, and restaurants are way too cold for them. They bring jackets with them, sitting, to go into the restaurant. So we'll see what it's like over there. We may end up just eating in the truck, but it is what it is. So it'll be an afternoon or a couple hours out, and you know, interacting with my brother. So there's that. Let's see. The oldest G-Brat came over yesterday. He brought a bunch of groceries for the littles this week. They're out of school for uh, spring break, so their mom sent over a bunch of stuff to feed them. I'm not even sure exactly what all showed up, but my refrigerators are super stocked. I've got a case of vegetable juice, something or others, sitting on the counter. A couple of cases of water. There's a couple of half-gallon jugs of juice in the refrigerator. There's lunch meat and cheese and corn dogs and macaroni and cheese and yeah. Um, so they'll be well taken care of. While he was here, he helped me swap the air conditioners out. The air conditioner that was in here when I bought it worked. There was nothing wrong with it. I had it I had to take it out, cleaned it, and put it back into place, and it works fine. It's got a busted vent on the top. It's there, but it was busted. So, and I don't know the history on it. So I just said to heck with it, and I went ahead and Amazon had a sale on air conditioners, off season and all that type of stuff. So I got, oh, excuse me, I got a 10,000 BTU air conditioner with a remote control. I think it's 10,000. It was under $300. So, and delivered to my door. But anyway, the grandson took the other air conditioner out, put this one together, put it in place, and then he swapped the doors around on my one refrigerator. So now that when I'm standing in the kitchen, I open the door and I'm still in the kitchen. The way it was before, you had to walk to the other side of the refrigerator and open the door, and you couldn't see the kitchen, like to make ice or whatever if you're filling ice cube trays, and it was just a hassle. So it's a whole lot easier now. I've been here a little over a month and a half, I guess, a little over a month, 5 weeks. So I'm already conditioned. Like I go to open the refrigerator and I'm on the grabbing for the handle on the wrong side. So it'll take a couple of days, I guess, to get situated with that. Of course, now the door on the inside is also reversed. So where I had my main juices when I opened the door and could grab my juice right there at the end of the door, now it's at the other end. So just little things you don't really think about until it happens. But again, it's just one of those things that I quickly adapt to it. So, I really should attack the dishes and whatnot, but I had some yesterday. I'll just wait on those until later. I'm sitting here looking, and I put that cart together last week, the trolley thing, and at the top of it's loaded up. So a lot of it is just, at least half of it is stuff that I put up there to get rid of, and not throw away, but either put on Swip Swap or take to the thrift store and donate it. Probably donate it back. But yeah, that it probably isn't all that bad if I wanted to actually tackle it, but it is what it is. Yesterday I did some shopping. Nothing to make videos about really, but I've got 10 pounds of ground beef. I need to divide up. One store here has ground beef. If you buy it in bulk, it's here, $2.28 a pound. And I was thinking that you had to buy like the big package of it, but then I was looking, and even the smaller packages, if it was over a pound, were that price. So I ended up getting their main packages were, I forget, like 3.5 pounds or something like that. But I went ahead and went through and found all of the smaller packages that added up to right around 10 pounds. It'd be a little bit easier to divide up. When you're looking at a 10 pound or even a 4 pound package of meat and you want to cut it up into portions, it's a little bit more difficult. I mean, it's not that hard, but it's, you need more space to cut that in half, and then cut that in half, cut it in half, cut it in half. So The ones that I have now are all right around 2.25 to 2.5 pounds, and that's a little bit easier to cut that in half and say, all right, now that's a pound, and that's a pound plus. And then you cut those in half. You say, all right, now that's a half a pound. And you cut those in half. It's like, all right, now that's a quarter plus. And then each one of those quarters you can package up and make a hamburger patty out of it and put it away. Or I like to use package a couple up that are half-pound packages, and because sometimes that's what I'm in the mood for. Excuse me. It's allergy season right now, and we're heavy on. I forget what the first one is. The other one they're always saying is the bay, and I've got a bay tree next door, and then the big one is oak. Oak pollen is a major thing right now at this time of year, and of course I live under a giant oak tree. So the pollen is intense, and just the allergy coming down from that. I got the nasally thing and the cough. I don't like doing too much over-the-counter allergy medication because of my heart and my medications. So I do have my breathers and stuff like that, but and it gets better during the day. I'm really nasally in the mornings, so that was one reason why I waited so long to actually get on here. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Oh, I also went and I got a couple of fish for my fish tank, a couple of little neons, and I got a little crayfish to walk around. I thought that they would fill the tank up, make the tank a little bit more active. The neons mostly just sit in the same spot the whole time they're there. It's like I can see them where I'm at, but they just they don't really go swimming around or anything until you go over and move around them or something. Then they kind of like swim around the tank and come right back to the same spot. So I do have the beta in there, it's beta. He hasn't bothered anybody. The crayfish, he's only a little itty bitty thing. He's less than an inch long with his claws, and he thinks he's a tough guy. He's trying to catch the neons, but they're too quick for him. I don't see him at the moment, so hopefully he'll help keep the tank clean. I kind of like crayfish. I could have probably just gone across the creek and caught one, but I don't know. I saw them there. I was actually looking for a catfish. They didn't have any small catfish. So I went with the crayfish. Crawdad, mud bug, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, hopefully he'll keep the tank clean. If not, well, find something else to do. But let's see, what else? I got the air conditioner done, I got the refrigerator done, got the fish tank, got the food. So, like I said, I know I already talked to my brother when we're heading out. Go for a ride and cook some food up, and got the kids coming over this week. Usually I only watch the 1G Brad, and then depending on the day, sometimes I'll bring his brother home. I'll bring his brother here after school, and his mom will pick them up. But they're all out of school this week, except whew, yeah, break your voice there, Doc. The oldest goes to school in a different county because of the program that he wanted to get into. He's studying automotive. I'm not exactly sure what all it's entailed, but he's a junior this year. He's already gotten all of his ASE certifications that the school can give him, even through his senior year. He scored the highest in the county on his skills test. He's scored the highest in the region, which I think is 3 or 4 counties, and he's headed to state to see if he can get a scholarship for college using the same skill sets. So he's like at the top of his class of what he's doing. His other grades, they're not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a high B, A student. So and a lot of A pluses going across there, and as long as he applies himself, he doesn't have a problem with any of his classes. So. But yeah, he's on a different schedule. Like he'll still be going to school this week, and the 4 other ones are off. And then next week, the three guys go back to school, and Kay will have the week off. So he's a great kid. He's a good babysitter. I mean. He's 17, I'm going on 18. So, the little guys are, the littles are 3 and 4, But anyway, speaking of those, I did a rant a while back, not that long ago, I guess, about my 1G rat. He's 7, I think. He'll be 8. I get their ages confused. He may be 8 going on 9. I think he's 7 going on 8. He's a 3rd grader. But I was talking about they have a thing in their school where they do a test and they have a certain score, and then they have to beat that score at the end of a certain number of weeks. And if you don't beat that score, then, well, if you beat that score, then they have like pizza and ice cream or something. And if you don't, then they make you sit out. Well, Cage is well above his normal grade. So on the first test that they did, and I don't remember exact numbers, but it was like, if you score 300, then on this test, then for the next test part, you need to score at least a 316. Well, he went in and he scored a 350 on the first one. Again, the numbers aren't accurate, but they were all like, "Oh, well, there's no way you're going to pass, make it to the next one," and they were right. He didn't. The next one, he only scored. You had to beat it by like 16 points basically. So they're like, there's no way you're going to pass that 350 on the next test. Well, he didn't. He only made like 365 or something, 364. So he missed it by a couple points. He had to go sit in the cafeteria. Well, I was ticked off. My mom and dad were ticked off. It didn't seem right. He's testing so far above the rest of the class and whatnot. Well, he bunkered down or tightened up or whatever, and he's been blowing those tests away, and still each time. So like he scored a 375, and the next one he scored a 400 on, and yeah, the teachers are, kind of just like, all right, KJ, whatever, you know. We have a study test tomorrow, but if you'd rather go to the library, then that's fine because we know you're just going to pass the test. And he's like, okay, and off he goes to the library. But he's in third grade, and I guess the state has a test coming up to test him on to test third graders. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, or Florida Standard Testing or something, to make sure that they're up to grade or whatever. Well, Cage has been all worried about that, but it's testing your third grade knowledge. He reads at a sixth grade and up level. He's in a high fifth grade math. Excuse me. He's doing different science programs and stuff like that, and it's like, dude, you got nothing to worry about. You're going to just like totally ace that test. But like anybody going into a test, he's worried. Oh, what if? No. I am 99.9999% sure he's just going to blow it out of the water. So, anyway, that was what we were discussing the other day with him. But yeah, I've got this week coming up. I'll have all four of the boys while Mom's working, and it'll be the first time I have them all in this place. The last trailer I was in, it was a little bit bigger. It was a little bit wider, and this space, the living room space, was a little bit longer, and I had a little bit more places for them to sit and whatnot. So it'll be a little bit more crowded in here. It'll be the first time we've done it this way. May end up not even being able to do it here. If it gets to be too much of a hassle tomorrow, I'll just go over there to the daughter's house early on Tuesday. Although I don't want to get up that early. So and then sit around over there. I don't really have anything to do. At least here I can putter, do dishes, do laundry, do whatever I need to get done. But over there, what do I do? So, anyway, it's I guess I've been yakking for about a half hour now, huh? Yep, 23 minutes. But I guess I covered just about everything. A few things in the works. Making things. Oh, here's one thing that I have been working on. Now I had done. Oh, let's see, where is it? Here we go. You may remember I did this airsoft. I like the way this one turned out. I like the colors on it, and I like the freehand on it, and the way that it blends itself together. Well, I tried doing that with this one, and I don't know if I was painting. It was kind of cold and damp the day I painted it, and the paint just it didn't work out, and the overspray didn't blend itself together. So I've been taking it all back down again, and it'll probably adhere even better because I've been using where is it? There we go. This little Harbor Freight rotary tool with a brass brush on it. The reason it took me so long was I tore up all the little brushes that I had, so I had to get some more. And then I've either been busy or the weather hasn't been cooperating, because you got to do this outside. It stinks. It stinks. It throws up dust all over the place. Um, those little wire bristles get everywhere, so you have to wear a different shirt, special glasses, the whole 9 yards. So anyway, it was a shame because I wanted to have this ready for the birthday, but it didn't happen, and it's all right. It'll be a belated one. So, where are we at? Yeah, I think that's about it. So, let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever you all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. You want to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. I'll have links in the description box, wherever it happens to be on your device of choice. Also, links to similar videos, and you'll find my email and my snail mail, and yada, yada, yada. So, for those of you that don't know, snail mail means general mail. Stuff that ends up in your mailbox. The postman, UPS, Amazon. That's all snail mail. It's not electronic mail. It takes a while. It's slow mail. It takes a while to get there. It's snail mail. But, yeah. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I'll see y'all again. I hope you have a fandoculous day. Sláinte, y'all.